The following article contains spoilers from an episode of Emmerdale that hasn't aired on ITV1 yet, but can be viewed on ITVX. Drug dealer Ray Walters has confirmed which Emmerdale resident he intends to target next. Ray was introduced to us a couple of weeks ago, when Mackenzie Boyd invited him to the village to consider buying the weed plants Louis Barton had been growing. Mac ended up clashing with Lewis and Ross Barton over this, as they made it clear the plants weren't for selling to a dodgy dealer. The weed disappeared from the barn, and this was because Robert Sugden had sold it to Ray. Now, we're beginning to learn a bit more about the new character and the very dangerous work he offers young people. Dylan Penders returned to the village last week. He was found in the church by April Windsor, who believed the claims that he had completely turned his life around after attending rehab. In reality, Dylan had just broken into a barn at Butler's and was living rough again. In this evening's episode, we discovered more about his connection to Ray, as it became apparent the youngster had been taking part in drug drop-offs for money. Dylan had spent the night at Mandy and Paddy's and wanted to focus on getting his life back on track, which meant ignoring messages from Ray. After lying to April about where he was going, Dylan eventually met up with Ray to ask him for some time off. He explained that he was living with a local vet and wanted to hang out with April a bit more. Ray pretended to be understanding and told Dylan that was no problem, and handed him some cash from the previous job. Just before the installment ended though, Ray's true intentions were revealed. While on the phone, he watched Dylan and April together. He confirmed to the person on the end of the line that Dylan's mate April is sweet and innocent, but most importantly, will prove useful to them. Letting Dylan have time off from his job is clearly just part of the bigger plan. How long will it be until Ray lures April in with drug dealing as well?